shifting focus back to markets, it is range bound today, but what should one do in current scenario in market? Should one invest or wait for GST outcome? We have with us Rohit Srivastava, founder of Strike Money Analytic and India Charts. Rohit, hi. Range bound trade today. Bank Nifty is still in green today. Considering what has been the scenario in past 2 to 3 days, do you think now the news overhang is more important than the chart trajectory currently?
No, I think there's a mix of both, and there's also what is happening around the world, so we can't really lose sight of everything. However, what happens with news flow is it does create certain short-term sentimental moves. So if there's a positive news flow, the bounce that we saw in the last 2 days, which sort of gave up yesterday, can again resume, and we could see a slight higher high based on near-term news, but it may or may not necessarily change the overall structure of the market. So we'll have to, see where it goes after the news and then take a judgment call again from there.
All right, Rohit, I would like your attention on the metals counter. The index is also almost up by 1.5 to 2%. Specific counters: Tata Steel, Hindalco, Hindustan Copper, GST Steel, Vedanta. We are looking at these counters up by almost 1 to 3%. Now, weaker dollar, China's announcement to cut steel output. What factors, according to you, are in the play right now, and how much do you think these factors will actually last the momentum that we are looking at now?
So yeah, India has been in a slightly unique spot on the metals segment because of domestic demand. So when you actually see the Indian stock metal index and compare it to even say the US metal index, we have sort of outperformed on a 1 or 2 year basis. And every time there is something positive, it does tend to react to the upside. Having said that, even though there's been near-term dollar weakness, when we look at the dollar chart, we are increasingly seeing that the dollar is at the end of a prolonged downward phase that it's been for more than a year. And there is a chance that, there is a chance that the dollar actually starts, and we are talking of the dollar index, of course, that the dollar index actually starts moving higher from here, putting downward pressure on commodity prices, which in any case have not really done that much in light of various factors, whether it's tariffs, whether it's the production of oil, and in general, base metals have really not rallied back since the peak of 2022. So there is that overhang, and within that overhang, like we say, the Indian metal stocks have done well. Even the weak rupee sometimes aids domestic pricing in a way, so they do get a positive rub-off from there. But how far will it sustain? I mean, you can get a outperformance for maybe a week or two. No, I wouldn't really take a multi-month view on this right now, but near term it's possible. We are breaking out in the metal index. We are sort of breaking out of the congestion that was there for the last 10 days, which opens up some room for further gains in the weeks ahead. So yeah, the move may not be over. So that much is clear. The move may not be over short to medium term, but longer term we will still have to rethink on the big picture scenario as far as the dollar and commodity prices are concerned.
All right, Rohit, thank you so much for that directional update, and we'll wait for those cues as well. But for now, let's shift focus to stock.